So that was the acacia water that wonderful trail angel has left. Good morning! It is day 45. Yesterday was a tough day, but beautiful. So it was a day where there was very limited water. About 2 miles after the camp was the first water source, and then there was potentially up to 40 odd miles, though more realistically I think it's 38 miles to the next water source. But thankfully there were a couple of caches. So there was a cache after 7 miles, and then there's another 15 miles to the next cache. So I was able to manage the water. I wasn't dehydrated. In fact, I actually did quite fine with the water I had, and I was still prepared if there's no water at the cache. After the first cache, there's a huge hill, and then on the flats for a bit, then another hill, then a down, then another hill. So there are quite a few quite big hills that had to try and get up. And also from that first cache, there was no trees, so it was pretty hot. But once again, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I did sweat a little bit up the hills, but not excessively. I was keeping my pace quite reasonable to try and stop the sweating. And then got to the second cache, and there was trail magic. Oh, fantastic. So there's a man and his son there, and they had the chairs out and had a grill, so he cooked up cheese and egg toasties, soft drinks, oranges, strawberries, boiled eggs, just amazing. They had driven 10 hours from Salt Lake City to get there. They'd done their research and realised where there was no trail magic, but after a really hard day. So fantastic. The only bad thing is I didn't lighten my pack because I didn't eat dinner. And I ended up doing 24 miles, 24 and a bit miles, which wasn't too bad. Today, as you can tell by my puffing, we're starting with a hill again. We always seem to start with a hill. Once again, water, nearly 13 miles to the next water. So I've got a full load again. Whew. So I think hills and water, theme of the day again. And it's pretty chilly this morning. We're heading from the sun, so I've got my jacket on and my hands are borderline needing gloves. That's the trail, heading up there. Whoa, big hill. Hey, nice bright red flowers to start the day. It's a nice interesting section of trail, this, a bit more rocky. Still the loose soil, which is never the best for climbing, but not too bad. And not long till it'll be in the sun. It's just about hitting where we were last night. More of these interesting colour flowers. That's where I've come. And then if you look way down in the saddle down there, that's where he came. The truck went along and then went up, zigzagging up behind that hill, and now heading along this way. Not sure if we're going above those cliffs or below the cliffs up there. Question answered. We're going above. So the trail's going up there. I suspect it'll take us up through the saddle. I think I finished the climbing now. Wow, we're so high here. Woohoo! I'm gonna have a quick break. Going along the side of the hill, and then I'll be dropping down to a saddle before climbing up again. That hill wasn't as bad as I expected. It was a little longer than I was expecting, but most of the gradient was nice. There are only a couple of patches where it got a little bit steeper. So yeah, not too bad. I've had my first rest break and now back into it. Ooh, look at these. There's a little sunshine for the morning. This is a nice section going through, looks like dwarf pine trees. They're really small. Beautiful section of trail. Look at this, flat, smooth, slight downhill. Couldn't ask for anything nicer. Let's come from here. Now switchbacking down. Beautiful. Love these views, all the mountains. So some people last night, they slept during the day at where the Trail Magic was, and then as soon as the sun went down they started walking. So they night walked this section. Couple of things I find strange. Well, number one, you're going slower because it's at night. Number two, you're missing all of these beautiful views, and I fully understand when it's a really hot section and you're going to have water. So possibly the day before, yesterday rather, would have been a day to night hike, knowing you had long stretches and it was going to be hot and exposed. But this is a section with trees for shade, and much shorter. It's only 13 miles to get to water. So interesting decision. Not one I would make. I'd much rather see the views. One little patch. There's still a few butterflies around. Nowhere near as many as there were, but still there. So that's the hill I was up. But we've come down nice and gently, so it's been pretty easy. Someone's left a water cache quite a long time ago by the looks of the plastic on that. It's one thing. Well, it's fantastic that the trail angels leave caches. They do need to pick them up afterwards so that they don't leave litter. The last hour has been beautiful. It's just very gentle ups and downs, undulating along the hills with lovely pine trees, and the track has been in really good condition. Just loving it. I've got a water source down there too. Okay, back on trail. Some very ominous looking grey clouds in that direction. That's the direction the wind's coming from. Might get some rain. Leaving the open tops and now getting back down into some trees. With the clouds, it feels a lot later than it is. Just I'm not used to it being dark like this during the day. Been spoilt with the weather. We're back up on the tops again, and it's back to this more open and rocky terrain. Just I think one more little hill to go around and then we might start going down. These are cool rocks. Even some cactus as well, just to make me feel I'm still in the desert. purple flowers. Little weeny tiny ones. And back into the trees again. So it is downhill all the way from here, and it's 4.6 miles to get to the turn-off to the campground. I'm heading along the side of that hill all the way to the end, around the back, and then down that hill you can see and continue on. You can see the road just down there below that sunspot. Still nice patches of flowers every now and again. Hill up above is covered in the dark yellow, and up ahead it's the light yellow. Nearly down the bottom now, less than a mile to the campground, and then it's another mile on to Walker Pass itself. So this is Walker Pass in memory of this guy. And I spot behind the pass some water. Yes, nice, even more water. And nicely tied down for the wind as well. Alright, so I have 2.3 miles to go. However, that is mainly all uphill, and up a big hill too. And then, according to the Guthooks app, the campsite I'm aiming for is sheltered from the wind. If not, I'm going to be pretty exposed up there. Alright, so carry water. Yeah, there's no water. 8 miles is the first one, and it's allegedly got uranium in it. And then a couple of miles after that is a creek which at last reports was still running. That is where I've come from. You can just make out on the road where I had the water. And I'm climbing this hill. That's not the top. That's just a little false summit. This is quite a big hill. Running out of hill to go up. So now the switchbacks start. Woo! And there we go. That's the switchback I've just come up. Gradient was pretty good, so it actually felt alright. Alright, so now I am on the tops, and look at that beautiful view. I'm still climbing up to the ridgeline, but I think the switchbacks are over. Let's come around that, and views on this side. Right, about 0.4 of a mile just on the other side of this big hill here should be my hopefully sheltered campsite, because it is windy up here, so I hope it is sheltered.